New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
What is up, everybody? Hope y'all having a great hump day. My name is Shake Money, and welcome to another episode of the Smoke Lounge. I got my cigar, I got my vino in hand, and I got some great guests in the back. Today, but before we get to all that, let's get to a little W energy drink. Like my man Color, I'm going to bring up in a minute. All smash, no crash. This Saturday, I'm going to be doing the last flavor of W energy drink. 10 o'clock, Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Come by. It's going to be an open panel. Talk about wherever the direction of the conversation goes, that's where we're going. And you click on the link below. You get a 10%. Not only do you get a 10% discount, I recommend the starter pack. You get a cup and 4 different packs. It's only $15, and you can find out which flavor you like the best. I personally, as of now, I like the creamsicle. Then second is the apple. Third will be the peach. And I like the lemonade. I guess it's coming dead last. But speaking of, and then we have Backroom Collections, artwork, visors for your mini helmets. Great gift idea. Also use hashtag TFTG for your 10% off your next purchase. Your first purchase, that is. But anyway, let me bring my man, mi hermano, the best co-host, Luis Amador, at Rabid Dolphin. Dímelo, mi hermano, ¿qué voy a hacer?
Hey, go well, Shake. What's going on?
Ya tú sabes. Let's bring our other brother in arms, the OG of the Fins Tailgate, the lieutenant of this operation, my man, Color Commentary. What's going on, brother?
There you go.
Oh, not much. Just getting ready to get all wet from the storm.
Hell yeah. Damn. But anyway, we have a special guest. He's been here before. He's going to be a part of Pete's panel. He's my brother from another mother, man. Brother from another mother, man. The OG, Mr. DeVore himself. What's going on, great one? Great to have you as always.
Gentlemen, what is going on? Fins family, what's good?
That's a great one.
Great one.
Why y'all sound so low? Y'all don't sound too excited. I need to
I'm excited. What the heck?
bring it up a couple
It's
of
that
decibels.
barometric
Louis,
pressure
come on,
dropping
man.
here in South Florida, man. It's about to pour, man.
Yeah, man. I'm waiting for my next guest to show up. Hopefully, my man Ty Bless will be here soon. So, yeah. So, what you guys think of training camp so far, man? All right, here we go. Let me start this off right. To anybody in the panel, who were your surprises and who were your disappointments?
Well, surprises for me, and I haven't been to training camp, but from all reports, it would be biggest surprise is not Cam Smith, is Noah Igbenogany. I know you're gonna like to hear that, Shake, but Noah, by all accounts, is putting in work, at this training camp. I would think that's the biggest surprise, and then biggest failure at this point. I don't know, man. That's kind of hard to say. I don't think there has, from all reports, where has been the failure. I don't think no part of the team really. I mean, offensive line maybe, but shit. The past 2 days, we even heard Liam Eichenberg and Austin Jackson were having pretty good, solid days. So listen, for me, all the reports coming out of training camp so far have been encouraging, to say the least. But I'll let Color speak on it. I know he's been there and great one. I would love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I kind of echo your sentiments, Lewis. I just can't. It's hard pressed for me to find a guy that's like, terrible, terrible. No, now I can nitpick some, training stuff, some drill stuff, some, effort hitting the bags and stuff like that. But that's all kind of just stuff that changes day to day. I mean, one day one guy's not hitting the bag hard, the next day the next guy's not, and the other guy is. I mean that kind of stuff. But everybody is showing up. Everybody is putting forth 110% effort because there's this atmosphere that you have a chance to be part of something big here, and only 53 of those guys that can have that opportunity. So, and I think everybody up and down the team is practicing as such. Yeah, there's mistakes here and there by everybody, but it's practice as far as that goes. Standout guy for me, I'm surprised to see Cameron Good getting so much action over with the outside linebacker and D line group, and kind of how he's transformed his body, looking the part, you know what I mean? I also, again, compliment Aubrey Miller, just going at it hard as he can, you know what I mean? Making every effort to say, hey, this is how I'm different than the other guy. I hit the bag that much harder. That's kind of the stuff I'm seeing all over camp, man, and it's good to see. How about you, Great One?
I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback off of Lewis. I feel like we need to emphasize the cornerback position, considering the fact we're gonna be missing Jalen Ramsey till December. So it's a position battle for that second cornerback spot between Cam Smith, Kadu, and Noah Ibenogany. And it's nice to hear that Noah Ibenogany is having a nice positive camp, because that's a first round pick. We've all went back and forth about that possibly being a waste of a pick. We shouldn't have traded that pick. And it's almost impossible for you not to be successful. Like when you think about a cornerback room, you have like two of the top corners in the league with Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard. If you can't learn anything from those two corners, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, and let me pose this question to you guys, and this is a hypothetical, and I know it's a hypothetical, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Let's say, for the sake of argument, Cam Smith and Xavier Howard are your cornerbacks day one, right? And both cornerbacks are locking down their guys and playing lights out. And Ramsey's ready to return. Do you break the streak or keep it going?
Break it.
Agreed.
Politics comes into play here, where you fully guarantee Jalen Ramsey's contract.
Yep.
Cam Smith, sit your ass down. Jalen's coming back in here to play.
Yep, it ain't no quarterback. There ain't no you can't lose your job to injury, all that. There ain't none of that when it comes to the difference between a Jalen Ramsey and a rookie corner.
But I'm just for the record, I'm rooting for Noah Ibenogany for him to have that cornerback spot till Jalen Ramsey come back.
Oh man,
I'm putting all my eggs in that basket.
Me too. Just between me and you. Me too.
Noah is him Benogany. I like that. Him Benogany.
Yep. Shake is the captain of Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Can everybody put a vote in for Noah Ibenogany for that number 2 cornerback spot? Or are we divided?
Listen,
I admire the guy's will to keep trying, and I completely admire Shake's tenacity on the issue, so I'm with it, man.
So you're on Team Noah.
Oh, I'm on the Ark, sure. I am a passenger on the Ark for sure.
You're on the Ark?
Well, I'm on Team Noah, but I'm not on team he should be starting. Now, listen, Shake asked the question. I'm very happy with the progress we're seeing from Noah by all reports. But put that dog, that 6'1", 200-some-pound dog on the field, Cam Smith.
But by the way, I said that's why I said Cam Smith. And if Cam Smith is, I didn't say Noah. I said him, X and Cam Smith, they're locking it down. and they're ready to return.
Absolutely, because listen, again, we know what Cater was about last year. I think he's getting better by the minute, but I think his natural position is on the inside as the nickel corner, slot corner, whatever you want to call it. I think you keep Cater in the slot. Hopefully he's returning to form, and put Cam Smith out there, bro. You drafted him. Listen, you got lucky enough to get him in the second round. We all know why. There was some concerns about him coming out, but it wasn't talent. He graded out as a number 1 pick. He should have been a first round pick. That's where he had a first round grade on him. Bro, you can pick. I mean, again, that's what you didn't bring Cam Smith in my opinion. Your first round, second round, third round, you should be either starting or being highly productive for a football team. And I think Noah is, again, playing well, but Noah's also had 3 years, and, he could barely get onto the field. If this kid is hitting the ground running, and Cam Smith, and by all accounts, Color could speak on it, he was there. He's a dog. That's what you brought him in here for, and it's time. Like, listen, we had a plan, but when Ramsey got hurt, that plan went out the window, and I think your backup plan is Cam Smith. I truly believe that.
Well, I think we're in a gravy situation, Lewis, because if we go forward with Noah, and let's say he proves to be the same thing he's been, okay, then there's ample justification to throw the rookie in. You know what I mean? And then we're like pleasantly surprised. But we could be pleasantly surprised before that and see a huge progression from Noah himself to where that doesn't become a need.
Can I ask Lewis a question? Because the clock is ticking on Noah Ibn-Nagani. We're going into year number 4. So I think it's now or never where you have to put him in every possible situation for him to succeed. And because you can sit on Cam Smith for another 3 to 4 years. Like, you got 2 years tops left with Noah. So if he ain't getting it done within these first in training camp and in the preseason and possibly leading on into the regular season, then yeah, I'm okay with letting Cam Smith come in there and earn his stripes. But right now, you got to see what you got in Noah, because again, he's a high draft pick. You traded your pick just to get him. Like, you gotta.
Actually, we traded back to get him, so we didn't trade up.
Yeah, you traded back to get him, but I'm just saying, still, you add a little bit extra onto it, because I'm gonna have to bring up that the 2020 draft again to see the possible players that we could have possibly gotten.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor.
Thank you. So, so like what's invested into that pick? I'm sorry, it hurts if it doesn't work out.
And Lewis, not to play into your winning the lottery analogy, because I know you can easily just bring that back on me, and rightfully so. But winning the lottery here for Chris Greer would be, what if Noah does pan out to be pretty good in this scheme with Vic Fangio starting, holding down for Ramsey, this and that and the other, and we get Jonathan Taylor? Now we'll be sitting here, Chris Greer will be going,
he's a genius.
They all shit on me for taking Noah instead of Jonathan Taylor, and now I got both of them, and Noah's panning out. You know what I mean?
And listen,
that's winning the lottery for Greer.
Listen, Bob Marley there's a song, one of my favorite songs from Bob Marley is called the Redemption Song. And if he picks up Jonathan Taylor, that's Chris Greer's redemption song right there.
Now add the cherry on top of Noah, the guy he took instead of Taylor, working out. You know what I mean?
And I get it. See, I'm with all you guys, right? But that doesn't mean he has to be QB or CB2. He can have a nice role.
Well,
he
true.
can niche himself. He can niche himself on this football team and be a nice rotational piece.
Right.
But nah, bro, I'm going again.
The other thing too, Lewis, is, what if Cam Smith is that guy where we think he is and more, right? And you put him in. Now you do have a conflict when Ramsey's ready to come back. I know the guy's a rookie and all that, but would it be easier if it's Noah just barely holding down the fort, which is good for him, You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's a lot easier to say, okay, Noah, take a seat. Ramsey's back. You know what I mean?
What color? This is where I'm at with the whole Cam Smith situation, right? Like, bro, he has a chance. He came in with the same attitude as the number one corner last year, Sauce Gardner. Remember how Sauce came in with a fucking attitude? He didn't give a damn what receiver he was lining up in front.
Right.
What did Cam Smith's first interview process when they asked him, "Oh, you're going to be in the building with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, and what do you feel about that?" Bro, he basically said he didn't give a fuck about none of that. He said he was coming in here to be a dog. And did the Jets slow play Sauce Gardner?
No, of course not.
And they looking up now, and they're what? He's rated as one of the top corners in the league.
And I'm not suggesting we slow play him at all for any other reason, for the fact that we've got sufficient or better in front of him. You know what I mean? Other than that, you know me, I'm tired of slow playing rooks, man. I think if the rookie is the rookie and he's ready to go and he's a dog, you put him out there. You know.
Absolutely. And I'm
all the successful teams that are perennially in the playoffs do the same thing, bro. They don't mess around with dark horsing players and, oh, we're gonna lose. No. If he's good, he's good. Get him out there. It's a football. If he can move it down the field, who the hell cares if he was in college a year ago?
And I'm just thinking one last thing, and great one, you can get back into the conversation. But the last thing I'll say, bro, look at the guys Cam Smith's going up against at training camp. It's Hill, it's Waddle, it's Chosen Anderson, it's Braxton Barrett. Bro, what receiving core this kid is showing out. And again, I haven't been there, but color can
Yeah, that's one way to fast track the slowing down of the game, right, Lewis? I mean, all the other opponents are going to be like, he's going to be like, damn, the game's already slowing down for me.
This kid,
yeah, no shit.
you think this kid is going to be scared to line up against someone in the NFL when he's lining up against Hill and Waddle every day? Like, come on, bro. What are we talking about? This kid, now, if he falls flat on his face, if he shows in the preseason he can't handle it or whatever, okay, now I'll dial back. But 5 days in the training camp, all indications is this kid, I used Color's words the other day when I heard him. After the day when you got back, Color, from training camp. You said it looked like this kid was a day one ready to go on the field, right? There's some
for at least a large amount of teams in the NFL. Yes, absolutely.
So that's what I'm running with.
Hey, by the way, let me welcome one of my first mates of the Noah's Ark, my man Crypto. What's going on?
What's going on, fellas? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? This is the Pepto-Bismol kind of talk that I needed, because I was feeling a little nauseating this morning, you know, from the all the stuff that was being said on the internet. So y'all talking about, you know, Cam Smith to the likes of his performances.
Yes, I do like In the Dark.
It's quite the Pepto-Bismol that I needed. I'm telling you. I had a hot take. He will be the starter unofficially by week 3.
Yeah.
All right.
And by the way, let me give a few shout outs real quick. We got first one in the building, my man John Featherline. What's going on? Brian's Brains, best name in the business, Dolphinier. Marino's GOAT. We got member in this mother, Joe Wrist. We have Moya TV. What's going on? We got Josh Allen, IQ of 2. What's going on, my brother? Cat for Life, always up in this building. We got El Capitan, C. Hoffel. We got Lewis's favorite menu item, Fred. We got Adam Sadowski in the building. Ryan AP, what's up? J.R. Black, Mr. Polk, CCRR. I think I seen the legend in here. Oh, yeah, here he goes. The legend himself, Mr. E.M. Dolphin fan. And, of course, we seen Carl earlier and Big Nick. Welcome to the show, man. I appreciate everyone. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. But let's continue the conversation, man.
I wanted to take this back to Vic Fangio. Did anybody happen to check out that Play Callers documentary podcast?
No.
Oh my God, if y'all haven't listened to it yet, it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. It is a phenomenal podcast. It's about the Kyle Shanahan coaching tree. It goes into Mike McDaniel. Talk about Sean McVay. We talk about Mike LaFleur, Brandon Staley. So I just want to put the part on Vic Fangio, because Vic Fangio back in 2018, he was the defensive coordinator that was able to figure out that high powering Los Angeles Rams offense, which the same offense that the 49ers and the Miami Dolphins run right now. And he was the only team able to stop that. So what Kyle Shanahan and what Mike McDaniel and Sean McVay like to do, they like to hire the best coaches that come up with the best schemes because they compete against those guys. So Mike Shanahan and Mike McDaniel, they definitely were both bidding on Vic Fangio because he is the hottest defensive coordinator in the NFL right now due to the schemes that he runs, which was going to be very, very interesting what we was going to do with Jalen Ramsey, because you wasn't just going to see him playing the cornerback position. You was going to see him playing the safety position. You was going to see him lining up on the tight end. Like, you was going to see him at a whole bunch of different places, which is why I feel like Jerome Baker, he's going to be key in this defense too, because this defense that Vic Fangio likes to run is a positionless defense. It's not exactly position. It's not position based where you need like specific players in certain spots. Yes, we're going to have to use Bradley Chubb and
Jalen Phillips.
Thank you, Jalen Phillips. But it's a defense that's extremely creative, and I'm just loving the way that Noah Ibnagli is able to slide right in there, and he's just one of the guys.
By the way, I love the G5 jersey, man. Love the G5 jersey.
For those that is not hip to the G5, all right, 2000, what year was this? 2015, 135 tackles, 5 interceptions, played all 16 games, 2 touchdowns too, by the way, all on a torn labrum. What safety does that? History lesson for y'all.
Yeah, that's what's up. He was one of the best box safeties we had.
I had to get me one. And this ain't no baby boy. This the bad boy. This the all stitch jump. When he did that, I had to get the all stitch jump. This the official.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
But yeah.
And which one of these safeties do you see like G5? Do you think Holland has that potential?
I think Holland has the potential of being better than G5 because Holland, he could do a whole bunch of different things. People say that he had a down year, but honestly, like you gotta think about all the things that's asked of Javon Holland in that Brian Flores and that Josh Boyer defense, where you're asked to blitz, you're asked to guard a tight end, sometimes you're asked to guard the slot receiver. Like, there's so many different things that he's asked to do. Like, yeah, he's gonna screw up, but I feel like in this defense, they'll lighten the load on him just a little bit, where he'll be able to thrive and play to but more his strengths.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. I think this year,
Okay.
we're gonna be it's gonna be Jalen Phillips' breakout year. I think he's gonna get more sacks. And from what I heard, he wasn't being asked to cover much in training camp. So I think that means he's going to be more his hand in the dirt this year than last year.
Oh yeah, that's good. I don't like him dropping back in coverage like that. That is so annoying. Like, and to be honest, it's kind of scary for me with the Bradley Chubb thing, because if Jalen Phillips turns out to be better than Bradley Chubb, then we're gonna have a serious situation later on down the road.
Yeah, and of course, I was listening to Poupart and Omar Kelly, and they were saying the standouts for offensive line. I guess the offensive line they had an offensive line and a defensive line. The offensive line was Robert Hunt, and the defensive line was Christian Wilkins. Color, and the games you saw, who did you think was good in the trenches on both sides? Stood out to you?
Between who?
The offensive line and the defensive line.
You mean in camp?
Yeah.
I mean, defense was getting in the backfield quite a bit, I'd have to say, on passing plays. They did stuff a few runs, but we were opening a lot of holes in the running game and breaking through.
Yeah, man.
And on the Jalen Phillips thing, yeah, they've had him 100% working drills with the line guys, not with the coverage linebackers. You know what I mean? Like he hasn't been doing any drills with the coverage group.
That's good to hear. That is good to hear. Let's put that man's hand in the dirt. Take the leash off and let him get after the quarterback.
And that's why I was saying what I said about Cameron Good. It was good to see him actually working with that group too. And be honest with you, standing next to Jalen Phillips, Cameron Good only gives up about 2 inches to him, bro. I mean, they almost look the same, man. Like their whole body physique and all that, bro. Cameron Good's a beast, bro. I look for him being a surprise make for this team, for this 53-man roster this year.
And by the way, I saw the group in the group text a picture of Aubrey Miller's arms. Man, he has some fucking guns on him. Aubrey Miller, holy shit.
Where'd you see that picture at?
Huh?
Where'd you see that picture at?
I'll bring it up in a minute. But go ahead. Anybody else got anything you want to talk about?
I'm ready to pay Christian Wilkins now.
You want Christian Wilkins?
It's time to pay him. Let's
you done lost your mind.
Let's not continue to beat around the bush about this. Let's go ahead and pay my man. Everybody in that draft class that plays the defensive tackle position has gotten paid. Dexter Lawrence has gotten paid. Jeffrey Simmons has gotten paid. Why can't I think of his name right now?
You want to go through those sacks real quick, Great One?
I'm not worried about sacks. I just need you to be disruptive. That's all I need you to be.
Man, please, you need to stop.
You're gonna get somebody $21 million to be disruptive. Is that what you're saying?
Here we go. Some smoke.
I think it is fair to pepper in a couple coverage sacks for him this year if we're expecting our secondary to take a step up.
Hold on real quick.
Some coverage sacks.
I mean, to be fair, all of our D guys who, when we're looking at their sack totals, we got to be fair, in the respect that theirs don't have near the number of coverage sacks that their contemporaries do on defenses with better secondary, or at least better performing secondaries last year.
There go Aubrey Miller right there.
Damn. That motherfucker.
He's a bodybuilder. Jeez.
Excuse my language, but damn.
Like, I firmly believe a couple of those fingertip misses from guys like Jalen Phillips, when you're talking about him getting in the backfield and being a fingertip away from making the sack, I think some of those plays turn into sacks with better coverage in the secondary.
See,
yeah,
I'm more of a firm believer about having a stronger defensive line than having a strong defensive backfield.
I kind of agree, because if you look at Pittsburgh, if you look at Pittsburgh, I can name more edge players and more linebackers than I can cornerbacks. Well, the only cornerback I can name from Pittsburgh is Mel Blount. That's it.
I mean, listen, I get it. I'm with you guys in the terms of paying Christian Wilkins. I just don't believe I'm where you're at money-wise in paying Christian Wilkins. I think that's the difference.
What number would you be okay with? Give me a number.
The highest I'm going is $17 million.
17.
That's the highest. I think it should be 15 to 17. Because all these dudes you talking about, Dexter Lawrence, Dwan Payne, all these guys, bro, go look at this. I mean, shout out to El Capitan. He did the video probably about 2-3 weeks ago. All those guys that got paid, double-digit sacks, they're getting 7-8 a season. Bro, I think there are top 10 guys that got paid. I think there was 6 of them that had more sacks in 1 year than Christian Wilkins has in 4. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, he's a great player. I love everything about him, right? And on and off the field. But he's just not a $20 million type of player. He's just not.
That's how you feel, Lewis?
Well, I mean, am I lying? Am I lying, though? Again, Great One, listen, I'll use the argument on you that people use on me, right? We want to pay Christian Wilkins because he's a disruptor. He's a tackling machine, right? Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Guess who else is a tackling machine? Jerome Baker. Everybody like Baker?
I love Baker.
They want to run Baker out of town. They tell me Baker's overpaid, right? Oh,
Yep.
he's making too much money for what he does. What do you mean? He's a 100 tackle guy. He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
guy that number 55 is going to be there every Sunday, right? He ain't missing no starts. So he's durable. He's a tackling machine, but y'all hate paying that contract.
Oh, another one I can tell you right now.
A tackling machine. Y'all want to pay him upwards of 20+ million.
Well, what about my man Emmanuel Ogbah? He was playing hurt. He led the league in tip passes, and they shit on him too. So
That's a big stat.
What's that?
Hold on, Lewis. You gotta bear with me. I had a counter argument, but I lost the stat that I was looking for. So please continue.
Look. I'm just saying, bro. Like, again, I love Christian Wilkins, and if he ends up getting signed, am I gonna sit up here and cry about it? No, I'm not. Right? Because he's a good player and he's gonna be on my squad. But if we're just talking and he hasn't got paid yet, bro, I'm not. Man, look, it's 17. If you want to go up to 18 just to be nice, cool. But nah, bro, nah. He's not one of those dudes. He ain't. Bro, they've argued with me, great one, talking about, oh, he's a disruptor of Josh Allen. He gets under Josh Allen's skin. Bro, what's Josh Allen's record against the Miami Dolphins? Christian Wilkins ain't missed no start when the Buffalo plays. Christian Wilkins has had his happy ass on the field every time Buffalo has played Miami. Pull up the Bills' record.
Do you value tackle for loss?
Are they sacks?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
Are they sacks? Are those tackles for loss sacks?
It doesn't have to be.
Hey, listen, a sack is a pressure or a tackle for loss. That's
a tackle for loss is just as valuable as a sack.
It's easy to get a tackle for loss when you're the front line. It's harder for a linebacker to get a tackle for loss because you're already in the second. You're already in the plus. When a linebacker gets you, 9 out of 10 times you're in the plus area. So it's hard for it's easier for D-line to get tackles for loss than it is for a linebacker to get tackle for loss.
I'm just saying, like,
that's a good point, Shay.
A sack and a tackle for loss is the same thing in my honest opinion, because you're still making the offense is having a negative play. So you have Christian Wilkins, he's 9th in tackles for loss with 16. You know what company he is in with? That would be Max Crosby, Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett, Deron Payne, J.J. Watt, Brian Burns, Chris Jones.
Absolutely.
So
what are those guys? Now that you have those numbers up, though, I'm sure just to click to the left or right and find me those sack numbers from those guys, and you tell me.
Hey, those 16 tackles for loss, like I told you, it's the same as a sack to me.
Okay, well, guess what? Great one. What the NFL and the owners and the organizations are telling you, they don't care about those tackles for losses. Because to your point, right? And to shout out again to El Capitan, when he did the list, Christian Wilkins had more tackles than losses than anybody. He had more tackles than anybody. Why ain't he getting paid like everybody else? Because there's one stat that matters, bro. It's one, especially at that position where it's sacking the quarterback.
With 98 tackles.
Yeah, with 98 tackles. That's cool. Hey, I think Dexter Lawrence had 40-something tackles. That's almost 50 tackles less. You know what he had more? Sacks. Dwayne Payne had less tackles. You know what he had more? Sacks. That's why they get paid the money. You can hate me for coming out and saying it, but don't hate me because I'm not the one paying people 20+ million. The organizations are telling you they ain't doing it.
I hear you, Lewis, but I'm sorry. I value tackles for loss like they're sacks because regardless, it's a negative play. Now, I saw somebody say they disagree as far as tackles for loss as opposed to sack. Like a sack, it could go from like anything that's negative is a positive for your team. Joe Wrist, yeah, that's
well. How come the rest of the league hasn't dove into that? Great one.
What, the tackles for loss?
Tackles for loss and pay him accordingly based on tackles for loss.
Well, we look at this list. Everybody seems to be pretty paid accordingly. Where you look at what?
They're getting paid for the sacks. They ain't getting paid for tackles for losses. You know that. You know that, great one.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You know
No,
that.
edge rushers get paid for sacks. Defensive tackles, they get paid for tackles for losses because
I
again,
could make a case that sacks are a tad more important than tackle for loss.
yeah, you can make that case because that's the sexier word to use.
Well, no, it's not about being sexier. I can make a practical case, actually. Very slight difference, but I can make one. And in the respect that the 9 times out of 10, that tackle for loss on a running back was not going to be break it open to the house for 65 yards. But any pass play, especially one that was dialed up at the right time, could be deadly. And getting a sack on a pass play as opposed to a tackle for a loss on a run play could very well be more important in some cases.
I don't have the stat in front of me, but when do sacks usually occur?
Well, during a pass play, which can easily be more deadly than any given run play.
When is the pass play?
Well, sometimes it's when they're desperate, but sometimes it's when they've got you dialed up right and they're running a pass play.
It's usually a 3rd and long situation.
I mean, if you're what about if you're talking about Kansas City though? That's likely they got your number and they're about to burn you with a pass play.
True, but think of it like, all right, on first
but ain't
down,
nobody burning nobody with a running back like that these days. Like, yeah, it happens, but it's not like the norm. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, but 60% of the time on first down, you're running the ball. If you're able to get a tackle in the backfield, you just basically ruin their whole.
I can see your point there. I can see your point there being more of a long-term importance. Like, yeah, now you're always constantly having the offense in a 3rd and long. I can see that point.
That sets up the sack for a 3rd and long. Because now you're thinking about instead of doing a 3-step drop, you're doing a 5 and a 7-step drop. And when it's 3rd and long, like there's not a lot of plays in the playbook where you can dial up where you're doing a third and 10 and above. Like but barely getting 3rd and 7.
There is though that's never just anywhere. And the time for loss probably isn't more important in that situation as well. The guys got sacked. Now I get your point.
Oh no, that means the color breaking
and they're bad.
Color. You're gonna have to unplug your mic. You sound like J5 right now.
Color, I think you're breaking up.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Color. You're breaking up.
Back anyway. I shouldn't say important more than less sexy. Okay, yeah, of course you got a sack because they got to stand everybody into the secondary.
We couldn't hit nothing you said, Color.
Color, you're breaking up. You're breaking
up. Like J5 just
for the last 5 minutes. Color.
No disassemble.
Color was officially in the blender. Yeah. Damn, Shake Money. I thought this was drive time, not the blender.
Yeah, no, actually, Smoke Lounge. Drive time is Friday.
Smoke Lounge. Right.
Listen,
okay.
The fact of the matter is, it's all nice on 1st and 2nd down. Christian Wilkins getting tackles for losses to make it to 3rd and long. The fact of the matter is, on 3rd and long, he ain't even sniffing the quarterback, and that's what D tackles like him that want the bag like he wants it. Right. That's why they're getting paid, because on 3rd and 15, 16, they're the ones causing havoc and getting sacks. And quite frankly, again, the numbers bear it out. 11.5 sacks in 4 years. Christian Wilkins is not that type of player. Now, maybe this scheme fits him better. Maybe he comes out this season. Maybe he does get 7, 8 sacks. Okay, now you revisit that conversation. But if you're talking about paying this guy for what, again, I don't care what Christian Wilkins has done for me the first 4 years. If I give him a contract, it's to what he's going to give me, for the next 5 years when I sign him. And if I'm paying for you because of sacks, and that's why those guys are getting paid, Christian Wilkins he don't deserve that money. He just don't.
All right. I was reading Pete's comment. He said tackle for loss could be negative on 1 inch. And now there's a particular play that's damn near unstoppable in 2022. You know what that play was?
What's that?
It's an Eagles formation. It's a quarterback sneak. It's a rugby play where they literally have two players behind the quarterback on the quarterback sneak, and he's able to push the pile and get that extra inch. Hence why Jalen Hurts had so many touchdowns rushing last year, because that play is damn near unstoppable. Now, that quarterback sneak is going straight up the middle towards these defensive tackles. You're going to need somebody on the interior that's going to be able to disrupt that play and make that tackle in the backfield. That 1 inch can make a big difference on the goal line when you push it into the end zone, because you're going to see a lot of that formation moving forward, because it's an unstoppable play. Like, nobody's stopping it. Like, the success rate for that play is like, what, 66% or something like that?
No, it's higher than that. It's like 90 something.
Damn, 90 something.
The Eagles converted. I think the Eagles converted like 35 out of 39 of those plays or something. It was ridiculous. He was unsuccessful only 4 times all season on that play.
That play right there is unstoppable. And where are you running? Right to Christian Wilkins.
That's going to be his test. Put it like this. If Christian Wilkins can stop the Eagles on that play this year, then we'll give him his money. Not until then he don't get paid. He has to take a hometown discount.
You also running right into Zach Seiler, but ain't nobody screaming to pay Zach Seiler.
He's a good player, but he ain't on Christian Wilkins level.
Look at those numbers. Look at those numbers. I guarantee you'll be shocked in the amount of snaps that Seiler get, which he took 75% of the snaps, I think, this season. Go look at those numbers and you compare them to a great one, and you tell me if they're not similar.
Hey, it's nice when you are robbing, but when you the guy that you got to be game plan for, it's a totally different ball game.
Wait a minute, hold on. You just said they're game planning for Christian Wilkins?
All I know.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they game plan for Christian
Wilkins. Who does that?
Why wouldn't they?
Damn.
Man.
That's messed up.
You got some new information.
I'm just saying, like, you telling me they not game planning for Christian
breaking
Wilkins.
News.
That's how disruptive Christian Wilkins is.
He would have already gotten his money already if they game planning for Christian Wilkins.
Well, you also have to sit back and think about.
You said you making that statement as if he's Aaron Donald.
I ain't say that.
Or Jason
I didn't say that.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna put him
game planning.
I'm gonna put him in the conversation where
I like to be a fly on the wall in that meeting and that coordinator's meeting on offense and see if, like, make sure we only pay attention to this guy, or we pay attention to this guy. He's the first guy mentioned.
Here we go, Lewis. This is directed to you, Lewis. Seiler is what he is because of Wilkins.
Yeah, I know, but Wilkins was here 2 years before Seiler got here. Wasn't as productive as the last 2 years. You know who was next to Seiler these last 2 years? I mean, Christian Wilkins.
Who?
That would be Zach Seiler. So this narrative that, Seiler is so much better because Christian Wilkins made him better. No, the argument could be made that Christian Wilkins has taken off because he has Seiler next to him. Like, let's stop the cap, bro. Y'all be capping out here.
I don't know about all that.
There's something to be said about that, Great One.
So let me ask you all this.
About that.
What about speaking of Robert Hunt? You think he needs to get re-up? What's his value?
I mean, yeah, you could do it. He's by him being in the second round, we don't have to worry about the 5th year thing.
Yeah.
We just just extend them outright and just say, hey, here's your money. And then that'll take care of him.
Here's the scary part. Out of all, as of now, out of all the offensive line, for the exception of Laramie Tunsil, that Chris Greer drafted, Robert Hunt was the only one that kind of panned out.
Yeah, you can say that.
I'm interested to hear Lewis's number for Robert Hunt. Actually,
I say 8, 9.
Yeah, about 8-9 million.
I would give him a market rate.
Oh, excuse my language.
Yeah, about 8 or 9 million.
What do you want to put food stamps?
Hey, y'all are cheap as hell. Like y'all like using coupons.
I will give him.
Y'all like to get.
What is the going rate?
Free Robert from.
I will pay him. I will pay him within 5%. I will pay him within 5% of the market. I'll put it like that. Whatever
No,
that
Joe,
number
I did
is.
not inhale.
It's
We don't.
100
I don't
million
inhale
is 100
smokes, thank
million.
You're paying.
If it's $5, it's $5. That's what I do, Great
price,
One. I will
Joe, I
pay
did
him
not inhale.
within 5% of market value. That's how I'll do a hunt.
What do you want to
deal.
pay? What do you want to pay, Wilkins? What do you want to pay on Hunt?
The market price right now,
Which is
it's 16 million.
16.
That's
So
the
if you had to
market
keep,
price.
all right, let me ask you this: if you had to keep one, Wilkins or Hunt, who are you keeping?
Hunt. It's hard to find good offensive linemen for this team.
He said, Hunt.
I'm just keeping it 100.
Wilkins he could be replaced.
Well, I'm not saying that. Like, I'm still salty about Larry Tunsil. I don't care. Y'all could try to indoctrinate me saying, "Look who we got for that one player." I don't care. Like, I feel like the amount of work that we put in just to get where we're at right now, it took too long, and still, Teron Armstead is not even durable. Larry Tunsil,
by the way,
he's extremely durable. Oh, go ahead.
Let me give a shout out to this man. I am Bob.
Shout out to the donation.
Too, with a $50 dono. Hello, did you all talk about what happened after 2025 season? What are we going to be worried about? I'm scared. Damn.
Exactly.
What happens in the 25 season?
We will be in the AFC Championship, and that team will be the greatest team ever assembled in Dolphin history. I'm getting out ahead of it right now.
That's my man. Thank you again, man. Appreciate you. I am Bob, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the love.
Look, this is a last dance type of situation. If we're planning for 2025, like, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to make some pretty big decisions at the end of that 2025 season.
So, what are your expectations on a scale of 1 to 10 for Tua? Let's be honest.
Here we go. Here we go.
I have a question.
He's got to put pen to paper
after we had this.
He got to sign that check, Great One.
Because I saw something on Twitter yesterday that was kind of disturbing, and I wanted to talk about on this pedal. But expectations for Tua.
Got to sign that check.
If he doesn't get hurt, 28 touchdowns. He's got to take more chances for me, so it's got to be 12 interceptions, 4,500 yards. I'm gonna take the over on that too. 4,500 over. And
28 touchdowns. That's it.
He doesn't
in 17 games. Great one.
Hey, by the way, real quick,
he plays a full season. 28.
Shout out to Lakers all day. Yes, let's go Hurricanes. I like the Carolina Hurricanes. They're a great hockey team.
Oh, stop that, Shake.
Yeah, they're a great hockey team. Carolina Hurricanes, good team.
No, that's a terrible team.
They lost to the Panthers.
See, listen.
Everybody's a Blackhawk.
What Great One said about the 4,500 yards and saying he was going to go over, I don't think Tua's going to get the 4,500 yards. I would say 40, maybe 40. See, maybe 4,000 yards, 41, 42, maybe. I don't think he's getting 45. And even if it's 45, it would probably be under, in my opinion. But I do think the touchdowns go up. See, if I look at it, he had 25 in 13 games.
That's what I'm talking about, Pam.
I'm going to say Tua could easily be on the high end 35 to 38, in the low end 32. But there's no way, bro. He's throwing for 25 in 13 games last season. And adding another 4 to 5 games on top of that, he's only throwing 3 more. Like, nah. Not with this offense.
You said not with this offense?
Yeah, not with this offense. Again, playing your game, Great One, saying he's playing all 17 games. Bro, so if Tua's on the field for 17 games, he's throwing more than 28 touchdowns. That's just a fact.
See, now I just planned into my statistics that he's not going to be playing all 17 games, and I know it's fuck shit. Damn.
No,
so he's factoring the missing games.
I just want you to know. I just want you to know.
There's no swear jar, man.
DeVore, I just want you to know this. Tailgate, they make it for 18 and over, so anybody under 18 can't listen to the broadcast. Well, supposedly. So yeah, you're good, bro.
I'm gonna try my best, but
You hear that, Fred?
I factored in.
You're talking like you're from Baltimore, so
it sounds messed up, but I'm sorry, Lewis. He ain't playing all 17 games, and I'm gonna knock on wood on that. I hope he does, but I'm just.
So you're just basing it on his normal game attendance.
Yes,
averaging now based on his original attendance. Okay.
But I thought that's where I got confused, because I thought grade one I heard you say you were giving him 17 games. That's why you went with, because in my opinion, let's say like last year he played 13 games. Bro, in 13 games, Tua ain't getting close to your opinion of 4,500 yards or over. He ain't doing that in 13 games. That's why I thought you were saying 17.
I could do that, but still, it's in the back of my mind.
You're saying the yardage, but not the touchdowns. You're saying we'll get a lot of empty yards. That's what you're doing, Great One. You said we're getting a lot of empty calories.
Oh, you see what I was doing, Crypto?
It's some empty calories. There we go. I got you, bro.
People like to look at stats, and they don't look at the garbage time numbers that some of these quarterbacks be putting up for no reason when they're getting blanked 45-21, and then they will decide to play the last 5 minutes of the game.
Okay, great one. With that being said, let me ask you your opinion real quick on another quarterback. Then, how high are you on Dak Prescott? Because a lot of like top 10 quarterback lists and stuff, he's hitting the top 10. What is your opinion on Dak?
Shake knows how I feel about Dak. I can't stand Dak. I feel like he's the most overrated quarterback in pro sports, and it's unfortunate that he plays for Dallas and he gets a lot of spotlight. I feel like the Dallas Cowboys, bar this season, because the schedule's going to be difficult this year. Their schedule has always been one of the easiest schedules in the league, and that for some particular reason they cannot run the NFC East. And by them losing to the 49ers with Brock Purdy as the quarterback.
By the way, shout out to my man CB83. He said you're redeeming yourself with the G5 jersey after the Mac Jones is better than Tua talk. Well played.
I appreciate that, CB83. But yeah, after that playoff game last year with Dak, it's just basically just being proven. Well, what I've been saying ever since he came into the league, he's just not a primetime quarterback. Even the year before that, where he didn't throw for over 100 yards in that playoff game against the Rams. The Niners. So you can't get me with the Dak Prescott, because I'm the one that's driving the bus. I'm driving the bus on that Dak Prescott is overrated.
Boy, because I was waiting. You were shitting on Tua. I was waiting for those words to come out that Dak Prescott was a I was on your neck.
I will say this, though.
He's got to win at least a playoff game, at least beat the 49ers, for crying out loud.
Yeah, if you can't outperform Brock Purdy, no.
There was no excuse
man, listen,
in the playoffs.
Y'all leave Dak Prescott alone, okay?
Man, Shake, I'm talking about, you want to talk about a quarterback that puts up empty calories, to Great One's point, that don't show up for 3.5 quarters, and then midway through the fourth, you're throwing for 250, and people are like, oh my God, what a comeback. Come on, bro, like, stop. So I'm with Great One in that.
My man Joe right here, he's a big Dallas Cowboys fan. And he even thinks Dak sucks. So
yeah, I love Tony.
Yeah, it's time for them to move on from him. They'll be drafting a new quarterback soon. They'll be getting that kid out of USC.
As a matter of fact, what we're going to do is we're going to trade for Dak Prescott, and we're going to send him Xavier Howard just for crypto.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll do it. He works fine on the depth.
You tripping.
Molly Maul, leave my quarterback alone. What's going on, Molly Maul?
Shout out to Molly Maul, man.
Oh, so let me bring up my issue, because I was on that. I was on Twitter yesterday. Excuse me, X. Yeah, go for it. I was on X, that nasty website yesterday. X, and there was a discrepancy with somebody stating that Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than Tua yesterday, and I was just getting the kick out of it, because a lot of people just be delusional. I'm sorry, I got to keep telling you, numbers lie, but Trevor Lawrence is that dude.
I mean, both could be true. Tua's good. Trevor could be good. I mean, both could be true.
No, I don't want to hear that. I want you to, your opinion right now. Balls on the table. Who are you taking as your quarterback to start your franchise, Tua or Trevor Lawrence?
Tua.
Oh hell no.
Taking Tua.
Start the front. Now you threw the word in there. Start. You
Yeah, we
said
taking
going
Tua.
forward to start it.
To start your franchise.
Wow.
Excuse me. How about this?
Yeah.
We're running a pickup game right now. You got the first pick.
Upside. I'll have to split it. I'm a split decision. This is my split decision. I would say Tua based on upside, Lawrence based on durability.
What?
That's how I say it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. That's how it is, a split decision at this point of their career. Tua based on upside, Lawrence for durability.
I'm looking at the chat. The chat seems to disagree with you. What about you, Shake?
Yeah,
Well, let's
Lawrence,
be fair. The only people that agreed with you was Fred, a known Bills fan, Pete, a known Jet fan, and
Right,
some
he's a
other
known
haters
Jet
in
fan
there.
at this time.
Like, come on, bro.
He's
stop.
officially part of Jets Mafia.
Jets
Fred
Mafia.
is
Jets
a
have a
part of
mafia?
this. Yeah, Fred is a part of Steelers Mafia, Patriots Mafia.
Oh, no, Fred
No.
is definitely Bills
They're not.
Mafia.
Listen, everybody knows the Jets fan base. It's the Bills Mafia and the Jets flight attendants. That's
Right.
their clique. The flight
The
attendants.
Jets flight attendants.
That's a good name for them, right?
Yeah, it is. That is a good one.
Yeah, the Jets flight
The flight
attendants.
attendants.
Yeah, again, no, and I think Trevor's gonna be nice. I hate when we do these questions though. Like,
Yeah, it is.
if
It's too
you
early in
had
their
to-
career.
if
It's
you had to
fun. What
start-
you mean you hate it? It's fun. I like these questions.
It's too
But
early
it's not
though.
fun.
In their career, it's not fair to neither
okay.
one of them.
It
Not
ain't
fair to
too early.
Tua.
I can
Not
see
fair
the
to
way he
Trevor.
slinged the rock, and I can see the way Tua slinged the rock, and Tua ain't slinging the rock like he do.
Listen, Trevor can bust out and Tua could be great and vice versa. So that's why it's too early. They only in their third year. You can't do it right now. You got to wait till year 7 to make that.
Shout out to
question.
my man I Am Bob with a $10 dono saying, DeVore, are you worried about the running back in the NFL on what we have been seeing with the team? So in other words, he's trying to say, man, all these running backs are getting devalued right now.
Well,
we're not getting a running back.
We'll get up for the right price. Like people think that we're gonna go out there and go get Dalvin Cook. We're gonna give him a $10 million contract annually. No,
$10 million a year? No, that's too much for him.
That's what he wants. Like he wants to be on that level with a Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley.
How much does Saquon get?
He got 11 with incentives where it could go up to 12, I think.
Yeah, he means all though. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. All I Am Bob. Yeah, that's what we're addressing right now. All the running backs.
So that's the asking price that all these premier running backs are asking for. Josh Jacobs, that's what he wants. He's not
10 million, 11 million.
He's not
Chris didn't offer him 11 million. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, he ain't offering him no 11 million. Hell no.
I heard that. All right.
Yeah, so that's what the premier running backs want. They want 10, 11 million, and Dalvin Cook think he gonna get that. He's not getting that. So now we're at the point to answer his question. Like it's guys like James Robinson, guys like Austin Eckler, guys like Raheem Mostert. Well, the reason why these guys ain't getting paid because
Lewis, how much did Eckler get, Lewis?
Hey, I don't know about Eckler, and I'm sorry, great one. You can get right back to this, but I got to throw this comment up here because this is hilarious. This is the new narrative we're running with, right? So, CB83 says Cook to Miami is happening. He's gonna take a discount. No, he's not taking a discount.
$3 million?
No. He's not taking a discount. He's taking what he's been offered. Because if someone was offering him more, you think he would be taking a discount to Miami? The fact of the matter is, Miami's the only damn team offering. The hell we talking about? You know, Crypto, that's what they're going to do. When we signed Dalvin Cook, Dalvin took a discount because he wanted to be home.
Well,
no,
yeah,
Dalvin
that's going to be the new talking
offer.
point. Yeah, I agree
Dalvin
with that.
took the only offer that's on the damn table. That's what it is. Talking about taking a discount.
He took a hometown discount. He's come to play with Tua. Right, Batman?
He's playing with. Yeah, we have a Tua. So
Nah, I don't know about that, but I know he damn sure ain't paying for a discount. I know that. He's taking that offer that Chris Greer dropped his nuts and sat on it. That's what he's doing.
It would take a team. It would take a desperate team for him to get anything more than $6 million. So, like, you got to look at teams that are pass dominant, like the Buffalo Bills. They're not paying $10 million because the ball is always going to be in Josh Allen's hands. The only possible team that could possibly pay a $10 million is probably the Dolphins, or probably
$10 million.
Yeah, but the Dolphins not doing that. They're not stupid. They're comfortable with what they got in their backfield right now, where they don't have to do that. But it would have to take a training camp injury or a preseason injury for him to get anything more than $6 million. That's what you're worth. You're $6 million. You have durability issues, and we're not paying running backs because we can get a running back for $500,000, and we can get production out of him where he can average 3.5 yards a carry.
What about Green Bay?
No.
Green Bay
You got
Aaron Rodgers,
AJ Dillon, and you got Aaron Jones. So, and you just paid Aaron Jones.
They still got Dillon, right?
Yeah, they got Dillon. Dillon does a lot of the goal line work, and what you're asking from Cook. Cook is a bell cow back, and I love bell cow backs, but that's a dying breed. Like, you're not going to get a bell cow back. What teams are doing now? They're getting like 2 or 3 guys that can go out there, take some carries, and call it a day. Like, people are so high on Tony Pollard for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry, he's going to be a Batman this year. He's not going to be very good. So I could possibly see a Dalvin Cook going to Dallas.
Are you listening, CB83? Did you hear that last statement? Are you listening?
Man, I just love the fact. Listen, I've
CB83. CB83, you might want to check in.
I already told you, Dolphins, go argue with your mammy.
I ain't gotta argue with my mammy. I ain't gotta argue with nobody. What I'm saying is this narrative that's already being spread. He's taking a hometown discount. No, he's not. And no, CB, to answer your question earlier, the Jets didn't offer.
Yeah, there's no way. Okay, so CB83, there is no way the Dolphins had an offer on the table for Dalvin Cook, and then his ass get on the jet to go watch the training camp practice with the Jets.
This is from my man Joe. This question is from my man Joe, and from a man Molly Ma. Do you guys think they're the Cowboys fans in the chat? So, do you guys want Dalvin Cook on your team?
Hell no.
I'm talking about this is for Joe. And you know, it's funny. Joe is also a Seminoles fan, so I'm sure he want Dalvin Cook in his team. So, Joe, do you want Cook on your team? Yes or no?
I'm looking at Bryson's comment. Like, again, it's all fine and dandy when you're the number 2 guy. You're behind Ezekiel Elliott. They're game planning for Zeke.
Man, nobody looks at Bryson's comments around here, bro.
I'm just addressing it. I'm just going to address it. Now he's going to be the man. Bryson. You're going to be the man now.
Molly Moss said no.
And you're coming off of injury too. So if y'all plan on drafting, I hate to talk about fantasy right now. If you plan on drafting Tony Pollard in the first round as a running back, you might want to reevaluate that.
What about Arizona? Do they need a running back? And I think Arizona needs a whole new team.
James Conner $7 million.
Arizona needs a whole new team.
I think Arizona is good right now. They're in a rebuilding stage, so they're going to stay put with James Conner, and then they're going to reevaluate the running back position at the end of the season.
Dalvin Cook needs to play for a contender. He can't. Arizona is not a contender. So
aren't the Raiders going to need a running back soon?
Nobody's gonna want to play for Josh McDaniels. I remember Brandon Marshall was telling a story about his time with the Denver Broncos when Josh McDaniels was the head coach there. He was giving him some impossible incentives. So I could see Josh McDaniels coming up with some impossible incentives for Josh Jacobs for him to be able to get a pretty decent number for a contract. And again, the standard, what they want is plus 10 million. That's what they want. Josh Jacobs got durability issues too. He was the leading rusher last year, but one of the best running backs last year. It was Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry were the lead rusher. But you're not going to get paid $10 million. That's not happening anymore. You gotta be like, I feel like they're gonna take a whole bunch of receivers that can play running back and receiver, and they're gonna try to lowball them too, but they're gonna try to make them versatile enough where you're gonna see like a Percy Harvin type of player. You're gonna see like an Albert Wilson type of player out there, or a Lynn Bowden out there that could take carries. Oh, excuse me, Debo Samuel that could take carries. That's what you're gonna see in the future, outside of the guys you get undrafted or in the 4th, the 5th, and 6th round, where you can only pay like $600,000 max a year for you to take some carries.
And by the way, I don't think Lewis wants to pay $15 million for the running back. So
of course I don't, Shake. You just have some simple-minded motherfuckers in this community, but that's fine,
$15 million. Damn.
They can be simple if they want to, bro. It's cool.
I think he wants to pay
Damn,
11,
Lewis.
12 million.
That's breaking news, Lewis.
Like that situation is interesting because he's going into a contract year. I think he's making like what, $4 million this year, Jonathan Taylor. So if you trade for Jonathan Taylor, you're basically playing for a 1-year rental, unless you decide that you want to pay him. You're not getting 17, but if you want to pay him something close to, damn, appreciate that, Jose. Go ahead.
Damn.
I'm a pause.
Jose Valdez, man. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
We appreciate
just
it, man.
because Finn's up. Hey, man, we appreciate you, my brother, with the love,
You're
man.
the man.
Thank you.
You're the man, Jose. Appreciate that, buddy.
Appreciate you, bro.
Jose, man, for real.
Yeah, he's okay. Dolphin Don. Jonathan Taylor
Appreciate
is definitely worth more than.
And by the way, shout out to my man Big Philly. Thank you for hosting the spaces today. Especially after Wild Night Wednesday, we needed an after party to go to, and we appreciate you hosting it. So
the after party.
hell yeah. Because it was, hey, I tell you what, Wild Night Wednesday lived up to its name.
On the early one today. I got up late. Well, I was up because I was busy, but I chimed in late. I didn't get in till like 12 o'clock on the festivities there for Wild Out.
Oh well, it got crazy, crypto.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and play it. Was Pete up there?
Well, it starts getting good around the 49-minute mark. So
did he get banned or something like that?
Oh yeah,
the
Jose
49 minute.
Oh yeah, about
Okay.
the 49-minute mark. That's when it starts getting good. But yeah, Jose Valdez put in the 50 to time him out all day.
To time him out for the day.
By the way,
okay.
Hey, Big Philly, thank you with the big showing. Oh damn! Thank you, showing love, man. I appreciate you showing love. It'll be half to a sign and trade. I think he's talking about the
Jonathan Taylor. Well, the one thing about Jonathan Taylor, Shake, right? And this is where people are starting to like miss what I've been saying about Jonathan Taylor. The kid is 24 years old. He just turned 24, right? We always hear about this Dolphin being in a 2-year window. Well, that's great. Dalvin Cook for that 2-year window is absolutely fine. But Jonathan Taylor, to Deborah's point, right? Great one's point. You get him this year under his original contract. You give him an extension, right? So now you can have him for the next 5 years, even if you have to pay him $10 million, $11 million. He's 24, right? And instead of being in a 2-year window, making the assumption that Tua pans out, right? And we all know what Waddle is. You're looking at the next 5 to 7 years of a combination of Tua, Waddle, and Jonathan Taylor. That's why you make that investment. You're extending the window.
Real quickly, before we do this, let me welcome our next guest to the panel. He's gonna, as a matter of fact, he's gonna have a show later tonight. He has some special guests at 8:45. The one, the only, the OG, my man, Mr. Papa Paul. What's going on, my brother? Fins up.
Thank you very much, Shake. What y'all doing?
And by the way, real quickly though, Pam, just gotta let you know, man, Joe is the closest thing to a blood brother that I have. So I guess I got to put up with the fact that he's a Seminoles fan, so and a Cowboys fan. So.
Great one. You don't
and
think
a Lakers fan. Holy shit!
You don't think great one that Jonathan Taylor extends the window? Great one.
Here's the problem with Jonathan Taylor. He's number one. He's coming off an ACL tear, so it's going to take him a little bit of time for him to get back to hopefully similar to what he was, and then of course the contract again, you're asking for $10 million a year. I don't want to pay that anymore. I don't want to pay that. I will roll the dice and go in the draft or go to an undrafted free agent before I do that. I'm not doing that.
So
there's too many what ifs with that. There's too many what ifs with that.
So you messaged me that Cook doesn't work here. Tell me more, Papa Paul.
I could give a damn about Cook at this point. I mean, if he really wanted to play for Miami and we offered him $6 and he really wanted to be here, he would have done bit down on the damn contract. He's playing the fucking game, and I'm tired of the bullshit.
Well, don't worry, Papa Paul. According to CB83, he's taking a hometown discount to come over here. So don't worry
he's taking
about
a
that.
discount.
There ain't no discount.
I'm with you, Papa Paul, on that one, man.
You know, if anything, what I've been saying, not only with A-Chain, but there's the UDFA Brooks that we have as running back, and he's been showing some shit out there in training camp, and we might have
any relation to old James Brooks, bro, by any chance?
I
tried to look it up, Papa Paul, but they don't even have a Pro Football Reference on him yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Steve with the $2 donation. Great one. I think this was for you. No ACL. It was an ankle injury.
Appreciate that confirmation.
Okay.
So shout out to Steve for the $2 donation.
I could care less if Cook comes or not. You know, he's not going to help anything at this point. We're fine with what we have. And like I said, I'm going to keep an eye out for this Brooks kid. You know, from what I've been hearing and seeing, and as well as A-Chain, like I said before, A-Chain is going to be, at some point in time, going to be in the running for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's going to be another Barry Sanders, like you said before, Shake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree.
You heard that, great one? You heard that?
I have my hat in the race for a totally different player for Offensive Rookie of the Year that doesn't play for the Dolphins. So I'm gonna just leave that with a low.
No, go for it, man. You already done lit the fire.
Put a name on it.
You done lit the fuse. Might as well just
the
set
genie is halfway out the bottle. You gotta let that genie on out.
So my man has a need for speed, and he's up there in Minnesota. His name is Jordan Addison. That's gonna be my Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the receiver they just got.
He's from
who they already comparing to Justin Jefferson.
But here's the thing, DeVore. You got to realize they have two. They have an AFC Rookie of the Year and an NFC Rookie of the Year.
He getting the NFL Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's
want to put some. All right, I'll tell you what.
But you got to admit they're going a little bit overboard comparing the man to Justin Jefferson.
Right here, right now.
Say what was the offer?
All right, check this out. If your man is what did you call it?
NFL Rookie of the Year.
If he wins Rookie of the Year, I'll send you 2 bags of chips, right? But if A-Chain is Rookie of the Year, you're sending my man 2 bags of popcorn.
Oh, no. I'm raising the stakes on that. You send me a Wingstop gift card. You're good.
All right. And how much is the gift card?
$20.
They're like $20
I'll send you a
$20
gift card, and then if I win, you're gonna personally give my man Crypto a $20 gift card wherever he wants to go.
Okay, we can do that. What you want, Crypto?
I like what Shake Money said. The popcorn, the gift card to the popcorn.
$20 worth of popcorn
for the Chicago popcorn.
What's going on,
I don't even know what the hell Chicago popcorn is, but all right.
It's the triple mix.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the joke with all 3 flavors in there in the can.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's got to be all kettle for me. I don't like that. I don't like that. Cheese and caramel, only kettle, yo. But y'all sleeping on my boy, Jordan Addison. He from the crib too. He a lot of the pressure is gonna be put on Justin Jefferson, and that's gonna leave my man wide open on the opposite end of the field.
Hey,
so defensive Rookie of the Year, I got Tyler Christensen from UM.
Hey, by the way, DeVore, remember that episode of Enough for Debate where I made?
I remember
when I made hot dogs and cheese grits.
Oh,
I cooked it live on air. That was a good episode.
I'll take the cheese grits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cheese grits is pretty good.
So are we doing 2000? Are we doing a defensive rookie of the year too, or we just
Yeah,
do
let's
it
go ahead.
offensive?
We want to go ahead and do that too. You don't think Cam
Defensive
Smith will
rookie of
get
the year.
that?
Nah, he ain't get that.
No.
Like I told you, it's Noah's time.
No, he ain't a rookie though.
I know, but he ain't gonna see
Right.
the field because Noah go outplay him.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, that's a bold statement.
It ain't bold. It's an actual factual.
yeah. My man Noah is.
I got you.
Well,
Those are our cornerbacks going forward in the year 2025.
Well, listen, if we're
I
gonna
got
be
his
fair,
autograph the other day.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
This could be Noah's breakout rookie season. I mean, the man ain't.
So how
seen
much
the
do I
field
got
in
to give
3
you for
years,
that?
So,
No.
I mean,
Right, you might as well count him. He's going. No, Lewis. He's going to do what Ben Simmons did. He's going to get rookie of the year still, even though he been playing.
yeah, no, this is
He's going to do what Ben
technically his
Simmons
rookie-
did.
Yeah, this will
This is rookie
technically
year.
be his. This will be his rookie year, man. That guy
Exactly.
He hasn't put out 4 hours worth of game time yet. He's a rookie.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. Who we go with defensive rookie of the year?
That's a good one.
Cam Smith.
Cam Smith. No.
No, I'm going with the name slips my mind now, but the D tackle.
The guy in Houston.
No, he's talking about the guy in Philly, the one that's
From Georgia.
Oh yeah, the D tackle in Philly, the
Jalen
30th
Carter.
pick.
Jalen Carter. That's what I'm going.
He was the 30th pick, Lewis.
Nah,
I don't give a damn where he was picked. He was 9, I think.
pick. He was the ninth pick.
Oh, they had 2 of them. Okay, he was the 9th pick.
Yeah, he was the ninth pick.
I'm
I got
going-
a tie though. I got a tie.
I'm going Jalen Carter. That's what I'm going with.
I'm going with the kid in Houston.
I can't answer much on that because I don't follow much else except for the teams we're playing and my team.
Okay, well, 2 are gonna throw about 2 picks to this guy for the New England Patriots. His name is it's Gonzalez. What's his first name?
That corner. You talking about that cornerback?
Cornerback. Oh, the one that got hurt last year.
No, he was a rookie. He's a rookie.
Didn't they draft somebody that got hurt last year? The fast guy, the real fast one.
Christian Gonzalez.
Forgot his name.
Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, he's a cornerback they got this year.
It ain't gonna happen.
Because I know they drafted somebody who got hurt last year. Damn, who was that guy?
H just asked if
he was out for the
a
season.
Dolphins fan. Yes, I'm a Dolphins fan, but I'm a real Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He so happened to be wearing his jersey backwards.
Wait. We're not even going to freaking go there tonight. God damn.
I know.
Because you want to get into people talk about, okay, you done got me riled up. People fucking talk about being a Dolphin fan 20, 30 years and haven't seen a fucking playoff or a Super Bowl. I've been a goddamn Dolphin fan for 50 plus years, and I have not seen a Super Bowl. I was 5 and 6 when we won the 72 and 73 season. The only thing that made me a Dolphin fan back then was the excitement I saw in my grandfather's eyes. I don't remember the fucking game. So I've been waiting for a goddamn Super Bowl for 50 years. Don't get me. You've been waiting for 20, 30 years. Take that shit and go to hell.
Hey,
turn it up, Paul. Turn it up, Paul.
Can we revisit a conversation we had? I want to recycle a conversation because I remember we had a conversation about if we don't make it to the playoffs, a lot of folks was like Mike Medeiros will be fired. I want to clarify that. Like that's the problem with this organization. We're not patient and we don't allow things to develop.
I agree with you on that.
That's true.
Like we always want to pull the plug just because we don't make it to the playoffs. Like let's just go ahead and just build on what happened this year. We're gonna keep it moving. Like the successful teams in the league, like they stick with these guys. They stick with these guys for long extended periods of time because they invest in them. They believe in them. So like guys like Andy Reid ain't always made it to the playoffs or to the Super Bowl before he got Patrick Mahomes. Mike Tomlin, he's a bum. Shake knows that. And they still holding on to him. So he
did with Alex Smith. He did.
Hey, first of all, Mike Tomlin is going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame coach, so I don't want to hear that shit.
Unfortunately, he will be a first ballot Hall of Fame coach, but I'm sorry, he's overrated in my honest opinion. But like I just feel like I just be a little bit more patient. You just got to invest in in the process. I hate to use that term
Shout
because
out to my Gator brother H. What's going on,
Wait,
brother?
That's a wild statement.
Wait a minute. Did I just hear Mike Tomlin is overrated?
Yes.
But you be out here caping for Adam Gase?
I know, right?
Is that
Exactly.
what I just heard, Great One? Please.
A Super Bowl winning coach.
Tell me, Great
Oh my
One, you ain't
God!
doing
I did not
this,
just hear what I
Great
think I
One.
just heard
Wow.
just now.
Yeah, you heard
Wow.
exactly. Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
He took so I'm
You said that with a straight
He
face.
he took a playoff team ready to a playoff team and then turned them into turn them into Gase is the reason why we had to rebuild the team.
No,
Put
he's
it that
not.
way. Yes, he
No,
is.
no, it's
Yep,
Philbin's
he
fault.
single-handedly trashed this
Yeah,
franchise.
It's Mike Tannenbaum and Philbin's fault because they went out
Yeah.
and they spent all this money on the Ndamukong Suh, clogging up the whole salary cap. When Gase got there, he's like, okay, I got to be smart here and over here, got to shop at the dollar store, got to shop at freaking Big Lots and all these other places for players because of that one particular player that wasn't as dominant as he was in Detroit. So everybody wants to give. I never said that Gase is a Hall of Fame coach, but I don't like the fact that people disrespect Gase after he took us to the playoffs since the first time since 2008. That's all I'm saying.
I got to say something to Miss Pamela out there in the chat. You know, you say you were only 12 when we won the Super Bowl. Don't lie to us, Miss Pam. You ain't a day over 49. I mean, that's bullshit.
Right.
Exactly. She's younger than me. What the hell?
What, you 50?
Exactly.
I feel like it.
Hey, if I was as old as my brother says my body is, hell. He says
I was -5 when we won the Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Not even.
I was -3.
I was -6.
Or 2.5.
I was a childhood
Like I
dream when we
said,
went to the Super Bowl.
Tomlin never had a losing season. How can you say that? He's a legend.
Right. He never had one losing season at all. I think he's the only coach like that, right?
That's an overrated.
Well, not at least one losing season.
That's an overrated ass stat. He has never had a losing season. But when's the last time the Pittsburgh Steelers have ever went to the playoffs? Somebody please tell me.
When is the last time they went to the playoffs? What, 2 years ago?
When was the last time they went to the playoffs? If he never had a losing
2
season,
years ago.
2 years ago when?
2 years ago.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, the Steelers did.
The Steelers who?
Went to the playoffs 2 years ago.
No, hey, chat, fact check that.
They was the 7th seed.
2020.
2020? Okay.
Yeah,
but
2 years ago.
I'm sorry, but I just feel like he's an overrated coach. I don't like Mike Tomlin. That Super Bowl win he got, that was a Bill Cowher team. Like he inherited a very good team, and ever since that team has started to broke down, the team like Mike Tomlin has not impressed me at all at being the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He was the coach for like 3 years before they won the Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
Fact check that.
Team.
Hey, fact check that. Hey,
he went to the Super Bowl twice. Yes, he did.
Yeah, and plus he went twice.
Yeah, he went twice. No, yeah, he went twice. He won one and he lost one. He lost
to
the Green Bay Packers. Yes.
Right.
So I'm sorry. I think that last one was
listen, the only team that was in Tomlin's way was the Patriots.
You know, that's like a lot of people love Chucky that brought the Bucks to their Super Bowl. That was Tony Dungy's team.
Yeah. I could say that.
So
and by the way,
we can say that.
And by the way, you know
about
the
Chucky,
second,
but we can't say about Tomlin.
But by the way,
no,
that Super
because
Bowl
it wasn't
winning team,
the very next season.
That Super Bowl winning team, you know who the secondary's coach was? Mike Tomlin. So he got a Super Bowl ring for that too.
Yeah, he was the secondary's coach at the time.
Yeah, he was
a secondary's coach. Okay.
In Tampa, yes, he was.
Okay.
And look, my boy, my homie at JR Black, shout out to the homie. He says, regardless of the fact, Adam Gase, we ain't got to read the whole thing. Adam Gase sucks, and he was put on by Peyton Manning.
Exactly.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Again, Peyton Manning gassed the man up, got him his job, and then he ended up losing his job.
Absolute fact.
I clarified it.
Here, how about this one? 163 and 93 as a head coach.
That doesn't mean anything. That like it's a nice record. Like again, but I'm sitting down and I'm watching the games. I'm just not impressed. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
I'm not a fan.
Okay,
Like
well-
when you competing in the AFC North, like I felt like you had a better team than the Marvin Lewis Cincinnati Bengal teams. You had a better
They was
team
constantly
than,
in the playoffs though. The Marvin Lewis teams.
The Ravens were
Exactly.
constantly in the
They
playoffs.
weren't.
too,
They
so
weren't pushovers,
they
right?
weren't. The
Who won
AFC North was
pushovers?
constantly. AFC North was constantly. You take out the Browns, and the AFC North constantly had
Very
competitors.
competitive.
The Cincinnati Bengals, the Ravens.
but that's the
Yeah,
that's the
Ravens win
difference
every
between
year.
that's the difference between coaching, because you sit down and you think about it, like who can anybody name the stars on that Cincinnati Bengals teams post Chad Johnson and Carson Palmer?
Wayne Payne had
Mm-hmm.
I can. Andy Dalton,
AJ Green.
AJ Green. You had Keith Rivers,
Burfitt.
Ray Malaluga. Burfitt was an undrafted free agent, so that player had to be developed.
Pac-Man Jones.
Hey, Cruz.
TJ Humansmanzada.
No, that's
Cruz
post.
is saying,
That's post.
Cruz-
That's post.
Cruz is saying 10 out of 16 years the man's made the playoffs.
10 out of 16 years.
That's a good
10
record
out of
there.
16 years. Is that a
That's
good
a higher
record?
percentage.
Oh,
That's a
no.
very high
Is
playoff
that a
rate.
good record? 10 out
I
of 16?
I'm not. Nope. I'm not on that. Nope.
Yeah.
If you're looking for Tomlin to be fired, it's not happening anytime
I'm not
soon,
saying he
let's put it
should be
that way.
fired, but all I'm saying is, like, I just want to see him without a
No.
franchise
Hey,
quarterback
listen.
in Ben Roethlisberger, because I feel like he helped his career a lot too.
But you know what? One thing I'm gonna give a shout out to my man Color. He's in the chat. I mean, he's here right now. And the one thing I agree with him is, we need to stop. We need to give McDaniel a chance, because me and him are both sick of this coaching revolving door, getting one every 3 years. Give the man a chance to try to do something with his team.
I'm right on there with you on that, Shake. I mean, hell, you got to give
10-year
a coach.
contracts.
You got to give a coach a minimum of 4 to 5 years just to see if he can change things around at all. And McDaniel already has.
Yeah.
He's already
Now,
changed the
granted,
demeanor of the
Not
players.
bad. Not bad.
Let me get a quick shout out. I want to holler at Liz. Liz, you're always looking for a Mercury Morris jersey. Hit me up. I have one for you.
Yeah, that should trip me out when they told
He's too
when
hip-hop.
he's
Exactly.
too hip hop, and they hired Philman instead.
Right. Now, granted, if the coach with this squad, if we don't have injuries and we was to lose 10 to 12 games, then yeah, he should be scrutinized to the point where he should be on the hook for that.
Shout
But
out to the OG Ennis Campbell. What's going on? Love to
He
have
cannot
up,
go
Ennis?
with
Good,
a
Ennis.
woefully subpar team. What's up, Ennis? Then yeah, I could see throwing him out the door and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, give him a chance to let it work out.
I don't see McDaniel
Daniel Berry,
losing that
what's
many
up?
games.
I'm just saying, if that was
No.
to happen, that would be
No,
the reason to get rid of him.
And I understand what you're saying. Yeah, and I would, if it's totally on his fault, yes, I would have to look at the whole picture, on why we lost those 10 or 12 games.
Tua.
I'm not
Well,
going.
yeah, I'm just saying.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is a smoke lounge.
So then McDaniel
stays.
stays and then Tua
It's living
goes.
up to its name.
Throw the
Let's smoke
interception on
lounge.
Christmas Day like he Santa Claus.
Damn.
I'll be at the game on Christmas Eve, and we're going to kick Dallas'
Christmas Eve.
ass.
Yeah, we're not banning we can't ban people today. You're lucky I'm not banning you, because you would have been banned already. Divorce. No. We only got 30 more minutes anyway, so you know what I mean. It
DeVore
makes
would
no
have been,
sense to ban
he
somebody
would have
for
been out of
today.
there with that take, talking about Tomlin.
Don't
Yeah.
like Tomlin.
That's blasphemy.
Well,
But no,
yeah,
anyway, we spent too much time on talking about a Steelers coach. Let's talk about the rest of the
You're right,
coaches.
Shake Money.
And all right, besides McDermott, who's more on a hot seat, McDermott or Robert Saleh? Because we already know Belichick ain't going nowhere until he gets
Belichick
dementia
is on the hot seat.
or
I would
dies.
say now that Rodgers is there, they're going to extend grace to Saleh. So I would say McDermott, because they've been countlessly favored as Super Bowl contenders without showing up. So I would say more so McDermott than Saleh. Saleh's got grace because he's got a new quarterback.
Hold
Knight
on.
says-
Wait
Knight
a
says
minute.
Saleh.
Wait a minute. You said
No.
You
Not even
saying
close. Saleh's
McDermott
as
is
safe
on
as
the
a
hot
dog.
seat?
Yeah,
He would be
McDermott.
more
Yeah,
likely between
McDermott.
the two.
Yeah,
Between the
McDermott's on the hot
two,
seat.
if you're just saying
Yeah.
between the two, McDermott will be more so because the Jets are not favored to
says
win
Saleh.
like Buffalo are. There's no expectation. They're going to slowly
Bryson
bring
says
in
McDermott.
Rodgers and try to win with him in his second year. So Saleh's got a year. This is his grace year.
Well, I don't know about
And
that.
I'm sure
I don't,
Buffalo's owner's patience is wearing thin on the Josh Allen project. Like there should be no
Right.
reason you haven't already won something with Josh Allen.
You mean Josephine
Right.
Allen?
It's more, yeah, right. It shouldn't be no reason, right?
Well, you
He's
figure,
been
I
there.
think
He's
that-
been
I think-
entrenched.
I think that new stadium in Buffalo is either going to be built this year coming up for the following
It'll
year.
be finished the 2025, 26 year.
And this,
Yeah,
this,
so-
this is another good point, though. Saleh is on a 2-year losing streak, so if he has another one, he's done.
Yeah, that's fine, but McDermott
No.
has been on a 3-year window of Super Bowl
Exactly.
contention, and he hasn't got there.
And
McDermott
they
is
ain't
more
got
on
He
the hot
just got
seat than
finished. He
Saleh.
just got
Right.
finished playing in
Y'all not listening to the question. The
the
question is
best
between the two.
conference championship game ever.
Did he win it?
It does. You played the Chiefs.
I don't know. Hey,
You
listen, I
played
don't know.
the Chiefs.
Hey,
Okay, he
Great
didn't
One,
win it.
Listen, Great One,
Yeah.
listen, I'm going to tell you right now, Great One. I got 4 kids, right? I never let them take home a participation trophy. We don't accept those in my house. We don't accept those over here. We
Exactly.
Exactly.
Did he win it?
Oh,
I don't know.
Right.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
but-
if you
And
if
to that
you're-
statement of,
you're in the
Saleh-
conference championship.
yeah.
I
And to that
agree
statement,
with-
Saleh losing for 2 years in a row. Let's remember who's his quarterbacks. It was Zach Wilson. It's a dramatic difference now. Like I say, he's got more of a grace in year 1 with Rodgers than 2 years with.
Do I gotta show you the
Wilson.
Buffalo Bills trophy case again?
Exactly.
Show it to him. That thing empty.
It's empty.
Exactly.
They gotta
Look at
put
their,
Saleh's freaking McDermott is definitely high expectations.
look
for
at their
him.
jersey.
Hey, Shake Money, do me a favor. Show Great One DeVore the Madden cover. There should have been Madden cover. Can you please?
Okay, sure. Hold on. I have it. Hold on. I think I have
The
it. here.
Madden covered with
Yeah,
no
this
Madden.
is what the Madden cover should have been.
jinx.
Crap.
The Madden curse.
No,
Hold on,
Madden cover.
I'll bring it up in a second. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Shake Money had it. I'm just
The
trying to
Madden
find that.
cover.
Because that curse, man.
The should be Madden cover, not the one, not the sorry one we got. The one that
Hey,
should have
no.
came with.
At my
I got you.
awards at my award ceremony, Lewis, perfect attendance is important to me.
Okay, they didn't have
No,
perfect.
Perfect
what-
attendance. What are you talking about? Perfect attendance.
They
Josh
what's the
Allen
name?
there, 17 games, 2-8, perfect attendance.
Oh well, okay, yeah.
That's the reason why they coach is gonna be out the door because he's got perfect attendance and I got nothing to show for it.
You're
That's a
going
good
up
point,
against
Crypto.
the best quarterback in
That's
the
the
league in the
reason.
conference championship, and we're tripping
That
about
perfect attendance didn't yield nothing.
Bro, we're putting McDermott on the hot seat for going to the conference championship and losing.
No, divisional championship.
No,
then he
no,
lost to
no,
Burrow
no.
the very following
Great
year.
One.
He's
No, Great One.
declining.
No, yeah, exactly. That's why he's on the hot seat because going from the
Because
championship
now
game, he's never went back there. He's regressed.
Right. He's going to divisional round and just exiting real
making
fast.
it sound like he ain't making the playoffs. Like at least he's making the playoffs.
Okay, he's making the
Man,
playoffs, but he's
They
not
won
going
the
anywhere.
division back to back. Like how
He's
could
the
you
new
say that?
Put it like this: he's the
What
new
does that
Marvin
mean?
Lewis. He's the new Marvin Lewis, constantly going to the playoffs and getting bounced.
Or the
He's
new Jim
he's
Kelly.
the
That's
new
what I
version
mean.
of
That-
the
is
of the
is
Marvin
that,
Lewis.
Is that attitude right there where y'all never satisfied? As long, hey,
That's
I'll
what he
take
is.
the playoffs every year. I'll take the playoffs every year. At least at least that increases my chance of me
Life is
making
too
it to the
short,
ship.
man.
I'm
I
trying
ain't
to get to the
accepting just
ship.
only playoffs.
And you fire this coach. You fire this coach, and you go ahead and you're gonna get another coach.
No, we ain't
What's your
saying
chance of
fire him,
getting
but
back
he's on
to
the
it?
hot seat. He's most likely to be on the hot
Yeah,
seat.
but I'm thinking hypotheticals. You fire Sean McDermott, and then you go out there, you get the next young coach, try to find the next Sean McVay, and he ends up keeping you in the basic for the next 5-10 years.
Who knows? They fired a coach. That might be what they needed. It might be need a change at the head.
Yeah, McDermott ain't won nothing. What's
Right.
he done?
That might be the recipe what they needed. He
Oh,
might be the one holding them back.
Oh my God, he might be the one holding it back.
Well. Again, Great One. Again,
Yeah, I'm
let's say
saying,
Buffalo.
we're just hypothetical.
I'm just saying. Let's say Buffalo, for the sake of argument, right? They don't make the Super Bowl this year. How do you sell to that fan base that's going to be donning their new stadium, right? How do you sell their fans another year of basically mediocrity? Because I don't give a damn, bro. This is the same thing I tell Dolphin fans. the Dolphin fans tell me, great one, well, a playoff victory and we should all be happy. Not with this roster. I don't even get that excuse for my team. I don't give a damn that we haven't won a playoff game in 20 plus years. The ultimate goal is winning a Super Bowl. I have those expectations.
Yeah, well, and let me just make a slight correction, Lewis. Happy, yes. Satisfied, no.
No.
Two different things.
And that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, Buffalo is happy, but are they satisfied? Bro, you can't tell me that Buffalo has been picked the last 3 years to be Super Bowl favorites, and they don't make it, and now you're going to sell that fan base that again? Walking into a new stadium? Nah, bro, that ain't happening.
Walking into a new stadium yet again without a freaking roof.
What would you rather be?
Yeah.
Arizona or Buffalo? Because I think I'd rather be in Buffalo.
You damn sure tripping now.
I'm just saying,
well, at least their trophy case will be nice and easy to move over to the new stadium.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
All they gotta do is take out that Madden cover.
The right color.
Yep.
That new trophy case gonna be sitting in the front entrance of that stadium.
Right.
Yeah, totally empty.
Right.
Hey, like I said, at least we're going to the ship every year. We just gotta get that little nudge to get us over the hump. It could just take one play.
And you don't think a new head coach can do that?
That's the thing. You're leaving it to chance now. At least I know what I'm getting with Sean McDermott. We're going to the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
We're winning the division.
You're getting Marvin Lewis every year.
If anything, Josh Allen's nothing but another Jim Kelly. Never going to win.
And now the division is different because now Miami is not in a rebuild. This is not a dumpster fire. Neither is the Jets. So now show me Sean McDermott. Even more harder. If Sean McDermott is winning this division now and he's still winning 12, 13 games, okay, now you have an argument. But don't tell me Sean McDermott's a great head coach because he's beating the 2019 and the 2020 Miami Dolphins. Like, bro, fuck that. You ain't getting no credit for that. You're telling me you're excited because he's beating the 2020 New York Jets?
And the New York Jets, right?
Oh, bro, hell nah.
This division been a dumpster fire.
He's picking the teams that he plays. He's not picking these teams that he has to play. He just, taking the hand.
No one said he's picking them, but that's the result.
There you go.
There you go. Great one. This should have been the new Madden cover.
That's the cover right there. Exactly. Shake Money. That should have been the new cover right there. Come to daddy.
Great one. That's going to be pre-ordered for you on its way to your house. It's going to be at your local Target for you to go pick up.
That's it.
Or it's going to have McDermott bending over and kneeling to Don Shula.
Yeah. Goddamn.
He's going to be on bent knee to Don Shula standing above him. That's what it's going to be.
So anyway, listen, we only got about 15 more minutes left. I think this Saturday is a scrimmage game, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
What are you guys looking forward to seeing in that scrimmage game? Two things. Anybody?
Noah Igbenogany, the starting corner.
That stadium. I would ride with that. Noah is the
inside of Hard Rock, man. That's what I'm anxious to see again. Return to the inside of Hard Rock. The practice will be at the stadium, from what I understand. So that's pretty cool.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will, and I'll be there.
Yeah.
Hey, so by the way, tonight, Winters was telling me you guys have some special guests you want to talk about tonight's show.
Well, we got Jaconda Brown and Mike Sherwood coming on tonight. We're gonna get their side point of view because if you know Jaconda Brown, he's always posting something, usually just live on Facebook. Mike Sherwood's been around. It's just typical. We're talking Miami Dolphins. We're going to talk about what's been going on at camp, what I've seen. I got to get a new photo editor to change my pictures around because the StreamYard don't like how they're saved and stuff. So,
by the way, the one thing I'm looking forward to this weekend is this right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, it's Zach week.
Zach Thomas, the man.
Well, Papa Paul, they're asking you for your channel.
I'm gonna drop the link in a minute now.
I appreciate it.
To that. Finally, the enshrinement happens. Now it's time to get Richmond Webb in there. It's time to get him his yellow jacket now.
Yes, I agree 100%. We're trying to get a future show with Richmond Webb. I've chatted with him a little bit, and he actually chimed in on the show last week, so that was nice.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's salt of the earth, that guy.
Well,
Yes,
I've been in the last couple Sunday and Monday. I was in talking with Nick Needham's mom.
Okay.
And she's actually going to be on my a future show. Nick Needham and them really don't like doing this. A lot of the guys don't like doing shows because there's been too many bait and switch questions and stuff, and that they don't like to answer it. And I totally understand that and respect them for that.
By the way, I just dropped the link to his channel on this show. So that's the West Coast Dolphins with Papa Paul and Dolphin Winters. So y'all click on that, subscribe. They're doing good things. They do show Wednesdays at 8:45.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Speaking of Nick, I can report from camp yesterday that he was down close to the VIP tent doing some drills with his trainer, like little simple catching drills and stuff like that. So he's not limping around or nothing like that. He's got full speed as far as that goes. He's just not ready to practice yet.
Yeah. I was in VIP tent yesterday. Yeah. I actually got.
You seen him down there with his trainer, just kind of just doing some catching drills and stuff like that.
On the side, he was on more on the VIP for the partners side. So
right. But he wasn't standing around limping around or nothing.
No,
so
not at all. Not at all.
Good to see him getting some doing some
I
action.
some good pictures of Ramsey and Ramsey with coach, and then Ramsey with the whole defensive side when they came together. I got those. I actually got Nat Moore's autograph yesterday on the flag. I got 10 or 11 autographs on the flag, which is going to be raffled off later this year. And 100% of the proceeds will go to DCC.
Noah's Ark, baby.
Noah's on there.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
Noah's Ark.
You also had McKinley out there going full speed yesterday.
Yeah. Saw Wynn out there. A lot of players. There was, I forget who number 6 was in a red jersey.
Number 6 would be who was it? I thought that was Nick, but it wasn't. It was shit.
It used to be this guy's the defensive end jersey.
Melvin
Ingram. Or was it Ingram?
Yeah.
Melvin Ingram.
Ingram was 6 last year, so.
Yeah, last year Melvin Ingram. Yeah.
So number 6 was in a red jersey this year or yesterday.
Anybody know how many of the starters are playing tomorrow for the game tomorrow?
The game is on Saturday.
Who's playing Browns and the Jets?
Yeah, I want to watch that game. I want to see Deshaun Watson play. I need to see this.
They may play Aaron and Deshaun just because of the TV value, maybe. But
just for one series, probably those two will play.
And how was Burrows looking?
So, with the calf thing, they really didn't release a timetable for it, but most likely he'll be ready by week 1.
I seen
calf injuries.
Joe Burrow. Yeah, I seen that. They said, with Joe Burrows, they said possibly week 1. He might miss week 1. It's a 50-50 right there.
Mm-hmm.
But he shouldn't miss any. If he misses week 1, that'll be the only game he'll miss.
By the way, Troy Williams is number 6.
Okay.
Williams now. Okay.
I'm looking forward to Hard Knocks too, by the way.
When it debuts on that weekend?
I think it's
football is back, baby.
I'll be at training camp Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if y'all want to hit me up for anything, I got some extra tickets if anyone's around.
I'm trying to make it tomorrow, but I don't know if I got the energy for it for tomorrow. I'll be there Saturday, but maybe Friday.
Trust me, I know the heat's been draining me. I've
The
been
sun
coming
is
home
beating
every.
you down, color. The sun is beating you down.
Well, and I also got to devote like a third of my day to it. Being up
Yeah.
here in Palm Beach County, but it's not that big a deal. It's
Yeah.
just like
Well, the
You
thing
got to
about
get you one of those camelbacks, color. You got to get a camelback.
luckily the training camp isn't it the training camp in shade?
Well, there's shade, but like Sunday, I was in sun the whole time. And when I got
Yeah.
done with it on Sunday, I had Taco had to walk me out because I was all shaking.
Yeah, you were pretty rough looking Sunday, man.
Yeah, I was.
He's like, I'm gonna go to my car. I got water there. He's like,
I was
Boy,
I
I
was
tell
white.
you.
But Monday and Tuesday. Monday I sat in the canopy under the cabana there, and it was like 20 degrees cooler under the cabana.
right.
I got all my pictures from there, and then
I mean, I
Tuesday,
tell you though, Papa Paul,
VIP
even
event.
Sunday, as hot as Sunday was, it wasn't like like New England last year hot. You know what I mean? It wasn't too bad, but it was like proper summer South Florida summer day. Yesterday, however, when that storm started rolling in, it got really nice, man. It was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, it did. Yes. And I was hoping the lightning would have stayed away. That would have been good.
I know, just a few more minutes, It's like, but I think they actually probably held it longer than they should have, really, because you were already seeing some good lightning on the horizon,
Yeah.
like well before they called it.
Exactly. I agree with you on that. Yeah, there was a lot of good lightning. I'm like, just
They wanted to get a scrimmage in for the fans, you know what I mean? Like at least something.
And it was good. Hey, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the whole week. I couldn't ask for it. I mean, I got nothing else better to do. I'm disabled, with the damn, the standing kills me, but I endure it for the Dolphins. Like I said, I've been a fan 50 years, and
They don't give you guys no chairs down in that VIP tent, man.
Well, the VIP, yeah, the VIP.
The VIP, nice. They got donuts.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
I'm all like, damn, man. I was
We
looking
had-
in there. It was like, oh, all right.
We had all the water we could drink. There was fruit salad and fresh cut fruit
games
salad.
in there too, didn't they?
So is it the tent that's down on the field goal side of the office side of the field, or is it down over by the entrance?
No, the office side of the field.
Oh, okay. So the alumni area.
Yes.
The canopies.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I got you.
The one that's by the entrance is for like different groups of
like school kids and stuff like that.
Kids and different things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, Billy Bastion says he says he's glad to see you back in your Dolphins bag, baby.
I appreciate that, Billy Benson. Shazam.
Yeah, man. Hey, by the way, Papa Paul, before TD, before Douglas Do Wrong, Great One was one of the first ones to do Dolphins YouTube.
Well, I appreciate you leading the way very much.
You know, when I think back at it, to be honest with you, I'm looking at what the Dolphins community is right now. It's amazing every time I sit down and I look at Twitter, because like me going back then looking at like Twitter, like there's nobody on there talking about the Dolphins like that. Like it's crazy how bold Dolphins fans have been over the past couple of years, especially when it comes to talking about Tua. I truly enjoy it, honestly, but it was like taboo back then, back in like the mid 2010s ish. Like nobody was talking about the Dolphins on Twitter. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
how much we have a voice now.
I agree with you, but I am one. Okay, during the off season, I'm going to speak about who I like or who I don't like, who I can't stand. But during the season, I will not bash a player, because when you start getting on social media and stuff like that, bash a player, the other teammates are hearing it and stuff. And to me, it could bring the morale down. That's my opinion, and that's my choice. But I'll be the first one to admit I've never been a huge Tua fan, but I'm 100% supporter of my QB1.
I support all our QBs.
That's what's up.
I
Yeah. I
think
know.
going to the games and going to the events like preseason and practice and stuff like that, I think has helped me a lot when it comes to Tua, because it's a lot different when you're sitting there watching somebody in person. It's a little easier to see the humanity involved and all that kind of stuff. And it becomes a lot easier to support because you're like, that's my team out there. That's my guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I agree.
So it's very healthy for people who are not necessarily, happy with things or don't like a certain, even if it doesn't mean it changed my mind about what I think about him. It's as far as, what I expect or predict or anything. It's just, okay. We deal with a lot of his fans online, and they can be pretty difficult to deal with. Let's face it,
Yes.
And so when you're there and you're actually like there to see your team and he's on the field, you almost feel closer to him than I would expect his online fans to feel towards him. So
Yeah.
I say, fuck him. You know what I mean? It's like, as far as, what they think I think about Tua, I don't even care anymore. I'm there with the man, supporting him.
What was the question?
I was going to say, Color, like, I really don't like to read too much into what the tweets are on Twitter as far as what's going on during training camp, because, like, I'll give you an example. Lewis could be like, "Oh my God, Tua threw an accurate pass right in the breadbasket," but in my eyes, it could look like, "Oh my God, he threw that joke to the dirt." Like that joke was not looking. It wasn't looking the way I envisioned it. So I really don't like to read too much into what the training camp reports are.
It's the same thing. The other day, a guy posted and it looked like he was from in the stands. So one, he was disrespecting the club rules of videotaping, the plays at training camp, which you're not supposed to do. But there was a video of Tua to Hill, and he said Hill had a weight on it. And I'm like, I was right there for the whole thing. I don't know what the hell you're watching. And I said, but I was more mad that he's just disrespecting the rules of videotaping the whole thing. But Hill did not have to wait on that ball at all.
No.
He turned and caught it right there where it should have been.
We got the video.
I don't have it. It's been all over Twitter.
I need the video.
Yeah, he twisted it. He twisted his body in the run and caught it right where it should have been.
Yeah, it's on. Damn. I agree. Man, but anyway, DeVore, what do you have any predictions for this year? You said what did you say prediction was 17-0. You said.
Well, as far as the short-term prediction right now, where we can build on something moving forward in training camp. Noah Mbinagini. Let's push for that quarterback 2 spot. Hold the fort down while Jalen Ramsey rests up with that meniscus surgery.
Yeah. But anyway, man, we about to close this down. Papa Paul, Great One DeVore, I appreciate you guys and of course, Crypto, I always appreciate you for coming through. I appreciate everybody who hit the like button. Appreciate real quick. Let me get to this real quick. I appreciate I'm Bob too, Jose Valdez, Miami, Big Philly and Knight for the super chats today. I appreciate everybody for showing up. We had about 80 people watching steadily, and I appreciate all you guys for the love that you guys shown Lewis and I for this. Like I said, this is something new, the Smoke Show. We're gonna have some more guests. I got Big E coming up soon, and I have other guests that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? So the more we do this, the better guests we could line up.
Exactly.
Every Wednesday, Monday and Wednesday, me and Lois 6 to 8, like clockwork, man. And of course, you can always see DeVore here pop in from time to time. So you're always welcome here, bro, DeVore.
We appreciate all you do, Shake, and it's great. It's great.
Exactly. I think DeVore,
great atmosphere, great show.
Yeah. Cully, Crypto, you have anything before we're going?
No. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no.
I think my mic is breaking up.
Yeah. How about you, the boy? Any final thoughts, or you just reading the comment section?
I was reading the comment section, but I don't know if y'all having America's Best Wings anywhere in your area.
Yeah,
Anybody?
we got it. Oh, yeah, I'm in the same area. That's what
Oh,
I got
crypto, crypto. I was never a fan of America's Best Wings, but the 24 karat wings, bruh, that is fire. Anyway, hey, anybody that got a wing place around
I
there,
haven't
ask for
tried that
24 karat.
So
Never heard of them. Never heard of them.
I never tried the 24 karat one. I stick with the buffalo one.
It's time for a change.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got.
So AT&T was pretty. So AT&T was pretty ruthless to me to just now. I don't know if I got it all out, but I was saying I got receipts, and if you want them, you can call Ticketmaster and Fanatics. They got all of my receipts. Maybe Visa might have them, you know. And that's why I don't care when like people want to throw that language around anymore. Like, you ain't a fan, or I got receipts. It's like, yeah, so do I.
Listen, if I can't use them on my taxes, I don't care about the receipts.
That's true.
And if you want my receipts, you can call Ticketmaster. You know.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they're going to give them to you, but you know, you can try.
You know, I got to say one thing on your wings though. Why do you go to these places and support them when they're only serving you half wings and calling it a whole wing?
I don't like to cook.
Oh, see, I got the phone.
That's true.
You know, I think they're sitting there calling them whole wings. Why don't we find one of these lawyers to do a class action suit?
Right. I got you, Papa Paul. It's like let's say it were reversed and there was a bunch of chickens and the chickens ruled the world and they were the sentient ones, right? And they go around, you know, eating humans, right? Let's just say for a second, it would be like them selling human arms, but only giving you the forearm.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Because I do a lot of cooking and I've cooked for events, and when I cook wings, I cook the whole wing. Or they piece, and I could still sell that at $1 a wing and make money. A whole wing, not a half a wing.
I do have one more thing I want to say, Shig, too. By the way,
go ahead, go for it, my brother.
Shout out to the folks that don't dip their wings in blue cheese and ranch.
Oh yeah,
blue cheese and ranch.
Well, with that being said, man, this Friday is another drive time episode, open panel. So y'all, they want to jump on the panel. Y'all more than welcome this Thursday, man. This Friday, and tomorrow is the last episode of In the Blender. I'm gonna jump in the blender on Larry K's channel. And Saturday, of course, Late Night XL is back.
I thought you were going to say this Friday was another drive-by shooting.
Well, this is the Finn's Tailgate drive time.
I know.
You know how crazy we get, man.
There could be a shoot. There could be a shooting or a cooking.
Yeah, either or both. So,
right.
With that being said, everybody
be in the blender.
Good night. Good night, and fins up, baby.
Good night.